Okay, so this is going to be my next little project here. It's a little stand that I'm going to build and basically to set our TV on. Picture of the old version that we had one that we converted an old dresser into a TV stand and got rid of that one. So kind of our current setup right now is just to get by until I get this thing finished. But I've been gathering all the parts and stuff for it, and I think I got most everything. But essentially we're going to have, imagine if you will, a box that's 6 feet long. It's going to be 20 inches tall, 16 inches deep, and so just imagine a rectangular box. The frame is going to be 1 inch square tube with we got some birch plywood that's going to, top, sides, bottom, and back side. And then imagine basically three sections here where the two sides will be storage, the middle will be all the electronics and such. And you can imagine two doors that are going to essentially slide to access the DVDs or storage whatnot on that side. That'll slide closed. In this, so one side there'll be one section that will be always open there. So a little more on the doors here in just a bit. 4 legs. I've got some 1.25 inch round tube, just some round iron that I'm gonna cut an angle. They're going to be approximately 8 inches long there from the base of the stand to the floor. So kind of got all the dimensions. The way the doors are going to work. Imagine if this is the uppermost frame. I've got some old skateboard bearings there that I'm just going to use as a track. I'll probably, I don't know, somewhere around 5 foot or so, 4.5, 5 foot. I'll have a groove that I'm going to cut, or a slot, and then a little bracket for the bearing, and that's just going to roll basically inside of the 1 inch square tube. I'll take and put a hole where that will slide through and then into the notch, and I'll kind of get into that as I get a little closer. But yeah, that's the basic plan there. I don't have any, it's going to be, a lot of it's just going to be kind of figure it out as I go along, but I think I've got most of the plans and such here. There's going to be a little track on the very bottom. It's kind of a cutaway. You got the frame, and then there's going to be a little nub. I'll have a little back piece on the back side of the sliding door there that acts as a guide to keep this from swinging back and forth. But the top essentially is going to be kind of like a downsized, kind of like the barnyard door style. So really all you'll be able to see is the door itself. You won't ever see any of the sliding components or anything. So it should glide really nice. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, this is essentially some long sections of 1 inch square tube. I've got quite a bit of this, and then I got the plywood. It's going to be picked up some birch plywood, 1/2 inch birch at the Home Depot, and then I got some, for the doors. It's going to be basically MDF, and we're going to paint that white. I think what I'll do first is I'm going to, kind of been changing my mind on this, but I think I'm just going to essentially do the 2 end pieces, do 2 squares there, and then I'll run the 4 long pieces. I don't know, I'll probably end up grinding a lot of that down because the metal's going to end up polished and everything at the, by the end anyways. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like as we get going there, but that's the basic plan, and let's get started with it. Alright, so got the first end piece of the frame there all welded up and ready. So that's gonna finish this first segment, and hopefully next time we'll get the frame all finished and get the tabs to mount the wood ready to go. So anyway, yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching.